Okay, I'm going to give you some tips when it comes to creating your video game. I'm going to dissect this game here. It was a sample game for my TSA group last year called Cartoon Galaxies. First thing we do when we launch the game, you'll notice there is a label here, and then we have a start button. This is just a little sprite or an object with a sprite attached to it. Same with this Cartoon Galaxies. This is just a background. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the start object. That's going to bring us to our first level. You can see here we have our main character. We have our border of our room. So if I were to, you see I'm jumping using the arrow up key. If I were to fall off a platform, a pop-up message comes up and says something, and then it restarts the game. So I can go here. I'm going to jump. You'll see here we have these moving platforms right here. And the goal is to actually get to the next level. We hit the flag. Alright, so I'm just going to stop this for now, and we can go over piece by piece what we just kind of went through. So if I go to my resource tree, which is on the left, we have our sprites, backgrounds, objects. I'm going to go ahead and double click on object start. And you can see here, this is the event, left button, and the action is take me to the next room. So you could have this in any room, and if you were to click on the button, it would take you to the next room. And by next room, what it means is whatever room is after the room you're in. Okay, the next thing we're going to look at is I have platform, and then I have moving platform. Double click on the moving platform. And basically what I did was I have an event called create, and I have it set to move in either direction at 3. And then it reverses the direction. When it hits the collision event, when it hits the wall, it reverses the direction. And when it hits another platform, it also reverses the direction. So basically that's what gives it the property of kind of bouncing back and forth on the screen. Next thing I have is my main guy. I'll pull him up, and this is how we do gravity. We have a couple different things we have to work on here. The first event would be a step event, and we have basically it's checking to see if the position is collision free. So if you're trying to walk into something, it won't let you do it. So if I double click on this, I can see here I have if X is free, if Y is at 1. All these things need to be checked. And then I click OK, and then it steps through this block. And it's saying if the position is collision free, set the gravity to this direction at 1. Else, so what this means is if this position is not free, set the gravity at this direction and this gravity level. Next we have our wall. That's a simple collision event that restarts the game. We have a platform. So once I jump onto a platform, it states to move it with that object to stop, basically stop the gravity and stay on the platform. Same with the moving platform. It means just changes the vertical speed to 0 so that it stops jumping. Alright. Then we have our left key. And once again, this is checking if position is collision free. Set these values -5, 0, only solid relative. And then we jump to position, etc. And the up arrow is at what I have to actually produce the jumping action. Again, it checks to see if the position is collision free, and then it sets the vertical speed. And same with right. Basically, this means you're jumping to the right. Check if position is collision free. All those settings need to be checked. Start this block, and then you jump to this position. That's it as far as the gravity is concerned. Now that guy is a jumper in a platform game. The other thing I didn't show you is that when you get to the more advanced levels of this game, you have monsters that chase you. So this one happens to be named object 6. Someone did not name this properly. But basically it starts off with a create event, and we move towards our main guy .x, main guy .y at this speed. And I could, sure enough, I could change the speed and make it faster and more challenging of a game. And if it hits a wall, it bounces. If it hits a platform, it bounces as well. And that's a good overview for that.